Before I became ruthless at vetting on Tinder, I had some crazy experiences, so I want to share. Because baby Tinder Melanie didn't start this whole show until I was like 38. And I hadn't really dated at all. I'd only been on one date in my life, like one official date, where a man took me out and like fed me and stuff. And that was in New York before I moved away. I think that was in like, when I was like 34. I don't even know. So baby Tinder Melanie didn't know what she was doing. Now, before I got on Tinder, I was on OkCupid. Now, I tried to find my original OkCupid profile because it's pretty funny. I mean, I'm a writer and a comedian, so my profile's, it's gonna be funny. But what it was also was really ignorant. Ignorant of how disgusting men are. So, by the way, so I went through my albums to try to find, I took screen grabs of it, but I just want to show you why this stuff takes me so long. I have 151,397 photos on my phone. And after like a half hour, I was like, I'll just tell them. I don't have to show them. Do you see why like this stuff is so time consuming? I really like to give y'all visuals, but sometimes it's maddening because I have ADHD and it's chaos and there's no organization whatsoever. So let me just tell you, on my OkCupid profile, I thought I could just be honest. No. So this was back, again, when I had never dated. I didn't really know how to, I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew I was a good writer and I could write funny stuff. So I talked about how I had been an Outward Bound instructor, whitewater raft guide, I worked in props in New York City. I did comedy. I was a writer, like all this really cool stuff. And then I made the mistake of being like telling and saying like what I was looking for. And I was like, hopefully a guy, sense of humor, blah, and someone who is outdoorsy. Now, I had been looking at enough profiles by then to know that my idea of outdoorsy and most people's idea of outdoorsy are very different. And so I said in the profile, I'm into camping, like backpacking, like carrying everything on your back for long periods of time, like no bathrooms anywhere. If you are someone who can crap in the woods, we're probably not compatible because that's the kind of camping, not like glamping or, any of that stuff. Now, the reason why I said that is because in my experience, I was way tougher than every man I ever met. In fact, I had schmecks with a guy that I met at my sister's wedding. We had schmecks in the rental car, the rental van I was supposed to be using to shuttle people back and forth, but no one needed a ride. So I just used it as a place to hook up in the parking lot that my parents were staying in because I didn't want to, oh my God, I gotta tell that whole story. But anyway, this guy had such a problem with like hooking up in the back of a van. And then he was like, where am I supposed to use the bathroom? I gotta pee. I was like, there's bushes right there, dude. He was like, I don't have pee on set. I'm like, you don't even have to squat, dude. Just right there. That's when I realized, wow, I'm really not compatible with most men. Like, I'm so much tougher than most men. I don't want to date a man who's afraid to dig a hole and crap in it. Just so you know why that was important to me, okay? But I learned the hard way that men are disgusting. Look at the messages I got based on that one line in my profile. You can fight on me, cutie. Wank, says Critty 1999. You poop? God. Like, that's his opening message. No hello. Hey, I saw your no, you poop. Don't even get me started on women who pretending they don't poop. Stop doing that. If you're being dishonest with a man right out of the gate and pretending that you don't poop and going to the hotel lobby to poop, you're gonna be miserable. Also, you're gonna crap all over yourself if you have a baby. Anyway, do you at least have a picture of you crapping in the woods? So this is one of the lessons that I learned is that a lot of men get off on like literally anything. He's like, so the way I should have read this is, do you at least have a photo of you crapping in the woods? I honestly can't believe that I didn't give up right here. Just give up on dating. Like, but nothing takes the cake like this one. Okay, I like it when people are candid. Here's me being candid to you, which might probably put you off, but I won't hold back either. You know it's gonna be bad when they're like, I won't hold back. I actually get turned on by the sight of a girl peeing or hearing her farts. Makes me feel they're just like one of us guys too. You know, human, taking a crap in the woods sounds like a really wacky idea. I would definitely love to do that. Or probably stand by and watch a girl do it in the woods. Okay, this also was this man's first message. All of these are their first messages. No, hello, how are you? Nice profile. Oh, I see that you did all these cool things. No, first thing, oh my God, you poop? Can I watch you poop? Oh my God, girls poop? You're a human? So, my sister has always understood men more than me. I've always been in denial. I always gave them the benefit of the doubt, which is honestly why I didn't date at all, because I did not trust myself around men, because I saw that I'm like, well, all of this is rooted in trauma, which I later figured out when I started having memories. But my sister, when I was like, I'm getting all these weird messages, my older sister, of course. I was like, I'm getting all these weird messages from men. She's like, oh my God, Melanie, can I see your profile? She knew it was going to be a mess because she knows me. She knows that I had no dating experience and that I'd probably say something because I didn't understand men and how awful they are. She's always known how awful they are, which is why she's always been more cautious than me. Anyway, she's like, you can't talk about crapping in your profile because then you're going to get a bunch of weirdos doing this. She literally like rewrote my whole profile for me because everything I said was just like, bah, 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 you can't say this. And that's what's so frustrating is you can't say what you really want on these dating apps. What I really wanted to say was, hey, I don't really want to date anybody. I just really need some schmegdual experience. And I don't really ever want to talk to you again. I just need something safe and fun that helps me know how to deal with y'all. But I don't really want to date any of you. That's what I wanted to say, but you can't say that on a dating app. Unless you're on one of these alternative ones. What you have to say is, looking for a relationship and all this other crap. Right away, I got so sick of these men. I started responding like a big old bitch. Like this dude, Goat Panda. First message, out of the gate. First message, how well do you cook? Don't ever respond to people like this, y'all. This is a red pill question. I cook for hurt. That's a man's job, bro. And then, then there was like the less jerky ones like Citizen Ivan. Hello, Mel Hamlet. By the way, I can't believe I put my last name in this profile. Ugh. I'm definitely interested in getting to know you better. And just so you know, I'm going to hold my breath until I hear back from you. No pressure. So I was just like, oh yeah? If you are actually interested in getting to know me, you would have read my profile. It's obvious you didn't. So I learned right away to just be a bitch. But then I learned later on to not even respond to these dudes. But I was just like having fun, being a jerk. It didn't take me long to realize just how much men hate us. Like, they're not only like perverts, they literally hate us. They're so mad at us because they need us so bad and they're so mad that we don't need them as much. So they're just like, ugh! You look like a 70-year-old woman in your profile photo. Just saying. Why are you sending me this? So, normally I wouldn't respond, but I was like, thanks, and fuck you too. And then you get like weird ones like this. Like, I'd like to take you for a walk in the park and talk shit. Meaningful shit. Like, not Lady Gaga 666. Oh my God. What are you? Are this Satan? Okay, red flag. This is like the best message I got. Other ones like this, one word, crack. You seem slightly unique. That is kind of good. Thank you. First message from Free Tuition. 38. Them ovums ain't getting any younger. Want some quality sperm and a welfare check? Oh my God. So this lovely experience on OkCupid made me realize, what's the point of any of this? So I got off OkCupid because I didn't like that people could reach out to me if I didn't match with them. So I was like, screw this. I don't want men having access to me. And then I also realized I had to create an avatar. And my buddy, Delusional Influencer, is the one who gave me that terminology for that. I had to be the woman that I'm not and act like the woman I want to be. And that's what I did on Tinder. Like, comment, follow, whatever for part 2. I love showing y'all this stuff about my journey from being like baby Tinder Melanie to like, femme fatale.